Hi, I'm Sandy and I love working with clay. I've taken all the ceramic college courses at school. I manage a pottery studio and I'm currently building a pottery studio at home with my slab roller in my kiln. There are various design techniques that are used to create beautiful pottery. And learning the pinch pot, the coil, the slab roller, and the sculpting technique will get you started. Go out and buy some clay, become a potter, and enjoy creating beautiful pottery, plus enjoy the benefits of therapeutic stress relief. The different techniques that you'll be learning today are the pinch pot, the coil technique, the slab rolling, and sculpting. The first technique you're going to learn today is the pinch pot technique. The techniques of pinching is one of the simplest ways of manipulating clay, and as a result is often underestimated in its potential to create different surfaces or tensions, according to The Practical Potter by Josie Warshaw. So the pinch pot, you're going to start off with a round piece of clay about the size of your hand. You're going to insert your thumbs in the middle, and as you rotate it around, you're going to just keep on pinching technique and get it all the sides even all the way around. I will show you a few things that were made out of the pinch pot technique. So when you used it, you were just pinching all the way around, moving it around, and making sure all the sides were even. And here's another pinch pot technique that was the little crab. The next technique requires a little more work to achieve the desired coil look. The second technique, the coil, you can create beautiful ceramic pots and sculpture with it. According to the book, Make It in Clay, A Beginner's Guide to Ceramics by Charlotte Spite and John Taki, coiling, or a combination of pinching and coiling, is also an ancient technique, widely used around the world and on the American continents by Europeans when they landed. You roll out clay on a flat and smooth surface to make round coils. Then you use the needle tool and you scratch the needle tool along the coil, lightly wetten the coil, and put the coils together to make sure they're nice and sturdy and they'll withstand the heat in the kiln, and you can create beautiful pottery out of the coil technique. Here's the coils that were made to make it look like a stack of pancakes. How cool is that? The pinch pot and the coil technique both only require your hands, clay, and the needle tool to complete it. The next technique does require a few more tools. The third technique of slab rolling is used to build beautiful things out of clay. So many ways to use this technique. Slabs of clay are versatile ways of constructing pots, since they can be used to make flat pieces of any shape and also curved like into cylinder shapes. They can be cut to any required size simply by measuring, according to Simply Pottery by Sarah Perch and Geraldine Christie. So the slab rolling technique, you can put your clay on the slab roller, and if you don't have a slab roller, you can use a rolling pin and 2 pieces of wood and put the clay in the middle and roll out your clay, so this guarantees that it's even throughout the whole piece of clay. Then you could cut it to your desired shape and do different techniques to make your different designs. I'll show you, I made some tiles out of a slab piece of clay. So I just cut them into my desired sizes, and I did make a template to make sure that they were all equal sizes of tiles to put together. I also used the slab rolling technique to make a plate. The slab rolling technique allows for a wide range of things that you can make out of it. However, the options of things you can sculpt out of clay is endless. The fourth and final technique, sculpture, you can make whatever you desire into a 3D form. Sculpting requires an armature, which is basically a piece of newspaper made into whatever shape you want it to be. You can wrap around some of the artist tape around it so that you would then put the clay on top of it, and you can add clay to it to sculpt, or you can take pieces of clay away to make your piece. You can use different tools to add texture and different techniques. I will show you a couple things that I used with sculpture. So this was a combination of slab rolling to get the desired size that I wanted. And then I set it on the armature, a piece of newspaper. And then I sculpted by adding some clay, a nose, and the different designs with the needle tool. I also sculpted a chicken. I also did the armature underneath and came up with the size and the different shapes that I wanted and the different textures on it. I used a needle tool. In the magazine, Ceramics Monthly, there is an article on the counterculture of ceramics by Tom Bartle by Edith Garcia. It states that an artist in residence at NCC in 2014, Bartel pushed himself into creating various interpretations of figurization. Looking to the historical and the rotation of the memento, he produced works that are now and infused with meaning. Let me show you that article. So Bartle once was a beginner with clay and sculpting, and now he has his own exhibit. One block of clay has so much potential that once you know the techniques, you can create anything that you desire. There are a lot of hand building techniques that are useful to build beautiful things out of clay. The different techniques you learned today were the pinch pot, the coil, the slab rolling, and the sculpting. I encourage you to go out and buy some clay, enjoy hand building. There's just something about working with clay that is just so relaxing and peaceful. Thank you so much. Bye.